Now at just about 6:16, local coverage of the 80th anniversary of D-Day. More than 160,000 Allied troops took part in the invasion of Nazi-occupied Europe, and some of them are still alive today. Among them, 99-year-old Woonsocket resident Richard Fazzio, who piloted a Navy boat on June 6, 1944. Fazzio sat down with Ted Nesi to share his story. Ted joins us now with a preview of it.
Richard Fazzio is a living link to history, and his memory of that bloody morning is still vivid 8 decades later. Back in 1984, on the 40th anniversary of D-Day, Rhode Island veterans who took part in the invasion gathered for a well-attended dinner commemoration.
It makes me feel good that I was one of the lucky ones to come back. And I thank God every day that I did.
Now, on the 80th anniversary of the Normandy landings, nearly all of them are gone.
There's a monument here, over here.
But Richard Fazzio is still alive and sharp as ever.
But there's a better picture inside there.
Okay. At 99 years old, Fazzio is among the last living survivors of the D-Day invasion, a turning point of World War II. So this was your ship?
Yeah.
Fazzio enlisted in the Navy soon after the U.S. entered the war. He was only 17 and needed his parents' permission.
So the minute I turned 17, that's when I started pestering my father. Sign my paper, he wouldn't sign. Finally, my mother pestered him. He said, listen, you sign for him, because if anything happens to him, you'll regret it. So he signed my paper and he was crying.
Fazzio doesn't brag about his role on D-Day, but the experience still haunts him.
Nobody slept that night, you know. So I remember laying in my bunk, you know, I was thinking of my mother and father.
Sure.
So.
Tonight, Fazzio takes us to the coast of France 80 years ago today.
I was amazed. It looked like 1,000 4th of Julys.
See the full interview tonight on 12 News at 5. Ted Nesi, 12 News.